Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make an easy chicken fried rice. And the first thing that you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take an egg, one egg, and whisk it with a teaspoon of oil and set that aside. And I've already done that. And the next thing that we're going to work on is getting the chicken cooked. This is 1.5 chicken breast and just a little bit of oil. And I'm going to get that cooked real quick. You're going to cut those in bite-sized pieces. 1.5 chicken breasts. Okay. We're going to put some pepper. If you've got white pepper, that's probably better. But, you know, it's fine. Okay. Salt and pepper. And I'm trying to decide what I'm going to cook with. Probably just an old spoon. Salt and pepper, your chicken. And right now I'm working on trying to just separate them because you know when they cook they kind of tend to stick together. Okay. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook this real quick. Shouldn't take long, about 5 minutes or so. And then we're going to remove it. I'm going to put it in a plate or a bowl. I'm just going to set it aside, and then we're going to start on our next portion. So this next portion will be cooking the mixed vegetables that go in this. Yes, it calls for mixed vegetables. Just frozen's fine. So it's just a really quick, easy chicken fried rice. Is it going to taste like takeout? Probably not, but you know, nothing can taste compared to that probably. So we're going to go ahead and get this cooked, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so we're going to go ahead and take this out. Set this aside. Now, I just bought just regular frozen mixed vegetables that you would put like in soups. I'm going to have another thing of oil. This time, I'm going to put a little sesame oil in here. Okay, gives it great flavor. And we need a cup of frozen vegetables. I'm gonna put just a little bit extra because I made a little bit extra rice. Just not a lot, just a little bit. Alright, so I'm gonna let this stir fry in here just a little bit. We're going to cut this heat up now that the chicken's not in there anymore. I didn't want my chicken to turn into like hockey pucks, so I put it on medium high heat, not high heat, and this is a little bit higher heat. Okay. Now, stir this around just a little bit until it's a little bit tender. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of garlic powder. You can use fresh garlic if you want to. And this is a really good budget meal, especially since the rice can be, you know, you can put a lot more rice in here. I only did about 1/2 cup extra, so I didn't go too crazy. And then instead of doing 1 chicken breast, I did 1.5. All right. Okay. Now we're going to push the frozen vegetables aside. We've already added our garlic. We let it cook a little bit. And now we're going to add our egg with the oil in it. And I'm just going to scramble this egg. And it's okay if the vegetables get kind of caught up in it just a little bit, it's fine. And this is no way going to copy, you know, any kind of takeout. I'm pretty certain. I think it'll taste decent enough. You know, it'll taste good. But, you know, takeout's takeout. But your sesame oil will help you a little bit with the taste. Alright. Now I'm going to add some butter. If I can get some of it. Let me see. Let me get a spoon. You need 1.5 tablespoons. I'll set that here. Just a little bit more. Okay. I just left my vegetables in there because they weren't completely tender. But, alright, they'll be fine. Alright, now put your chicken back in. Stir. Put the rice in. Now this is parboiled rice. You can put jasmine rice, basmati rice, any rice you want. We like parboiled because it doesn't stick. It's not sticky. But if you prefer that type, it's fine. And like I said, I did a half a cup extra. So right now I'm just stirring all this together. 1.5 cups. This was 1.5 cups of dry rice. And it turned into about 3.5 cups. Okay. And now, I'm just stirring everything together. You're going to take your soy sauce. This is reduced sodium soy sauce, or you can do tamari. You're going to need about 4 tablespoons, which is equivalent to about 1/4 cup or so. I may have to add more because, like I said, I did put a little extra rice in here. And then I'm going to turn this back on. I'm going to do a little bit of low heat. And that's it. Alright, you may want to taste it to see if maybe it needs a little bit more salt, more pepper, a little bit more sesame oil. You can always add that after. That's fine. I wouldn't go crazy. I would just add just a little bit. Or any more soy sauce. But that's it. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make something called buttered noodles. So right now I've got some bouillon and some water boiling. And I'm going to add some linguine noodles. And this is going to be a side for our pork chops tonight. I'm just turning the pork chops over the skillet, not doing anything special, just some salt and pepper. So you're going to take a whole pound of linguine noodles and you're going to cook those. And then I'm gonna take them out of this water after we reserve some. And I'm going to do a few more things and then they'll be ready to go. So it's a real quick, easy side that's very comforting and delicious. Oops. All right, so a pound of linguine and some bouillon, chicken bouillon, and water. And then you're gonna cook these, then you're gonna take out, if I don't forget, 1 cup of the pasta water. And then we've got a few more things to do, and these will be done. So we just got to get these cooked first. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so the linguine is done right now. I am melting a stick of butter. And then you're going to go ahead and pour in that reserved water from the noodles when you cook them, or the pasta water. Now I want to put all the noodles back in. Well, I'm gonna try. It's driving me crazy. Sorry, y'all. Just gonna use my hands. Stuck to the colander. Okay, that'll be good enough. Okay. All right. So I don't have fresh garlic, so I'm gonna put some garlic powder on this. Generous amount, probably a good teaspoonful if you're going to use garlic powder. And then I'm going to hope this is going to be enough water, because you're making a little sauce with the butter and the pasta water. And I have this on low. Okay. Okay. All right. Separate some of these out for someone so that they have them. And then we'll go ahead with the rest of the recipe, which is not much. It's real simple. What's funny is I used to make something very similar to this for my children when they were little. I didn't go all out like this one does, but it was very, very close. And they still talk about it till this day, about how they loved it. It's just funny, the little recipes that you come up with that your kids end up loving. All right, so cut your burner off. And we're gonna add, I never say this, but some spaghetti cheese is what we call it. Probably about a good cupful. And I just got, you know, whatever you can find that's on the shelf at the grocery store. I'm also going to put in some of this because I could not find any garlic and herb seasoning. If you got garlic and herb, you need to use that instead. I'm just going to put a little bit of this in here. And I want to kind of mash these little bits. Okay. A little bit of parsley. A little less than a teaspoon. You can put more in if you like it. And then a little bit of kosher salt and some pepper. And that's it. You're all done. All right, let me get this plated up and I'll come right back. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. Really simple. Just remember, take your 1 cup of broth out from the pasta water. You need that for sure. But it come together really simple. I even used a few of the things that Brittany didn't use in her recipe because I couldn't find that. So I just used what I had, and it's pretty cheap. I just had to buy the linguine noodles, but I'm pretty sure you could use spaghetti noodles as well. Okay, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.